But again, it's just interesting to know that the sort of energy I'm working with. I think one of the interesting things as well was when we looked at the specific versus non-specific, because I was is it a specific, the one that likes the details? And that is definitely me. I'm a big auditor. I like details. I like to know. So I've got to learn to work with that as well, because I try and dismiss that part of myself, because it's a bit like being told you're an accountant. You know, it's like, oh, that's really boring. But now that I know it's just part of my journey, my energy, then I've just got to embrace it and use it for good, really, and not worry too much about it.
Yeah, and it's like saying you've got dark hair or blonde hair, and it just is, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no point trying to. So actually, what I'm doing with that is because I've been sort of ignoring a little bit, doing the auditing of my own business. Now, I've done a lot of auditing in the past of other places and other businesses and hospitals and all sorts of things. But within my own business, I don't tend to get hung up on the detail of the numbers and the specifics. So I'm almost like trying to ignore it. I don't want to be that person that's going to be looking at numbers and, you know, poring over spreadsheets and things. But actually, it's made me realise that A, I should be doing it, and B, I'd be good at it if I did it. I've got to get much more into that and just stop being, you know, trying to be this almighty creative energy and get on and do some of the numbers as well. Well, I think if they're willing to embrace what it, because it's quite an unusual concept, and I think for some people they could be quite nervous about it, because a lot of people get really hung up, don't they, about, oh, I don't want to do anything that's too woo-woo. But I think my message would be, don't think of it like that. This is just a massively important marketing tool for you, knowing what energy you're working with and how you should be working. It just makes your whole business flow much easier, because you're working with yourself rather than against, and that just frees you up, really, to be you and to design your business how it works best for you. And then you don't get that feeling of dread when you wake up, because like, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, because you're not working against your energy, you're working with it. So like you said, you're in the flow. So it's a really good way to come up with some marketing concepts, some marketing tools, knowing that you can do it the way that works with you best.